In January 2025, Jessica Langley, a 37-year-old caseworker with the Missouri Department of Social Services, was arrested outside a strip mall in St. Charles County. She was accused of using a foster child's social security number to open credit lines and apply for a car loan. Local law enforcement believed they had a straightforward identity theft case, but during a joint investigation with federal cybercrime agents, authorities seized Langley's laptop and a portable hard drive from her apartment. That's when the narrative shifted, from isolated fraud to systemic exploitation. The hard drive contained a staggering amount of data, falsified case logs, photos of children who didn't exist, and weekly reports submitted to state contractors, signed with digital stamps and backdated entries. Most chilling were the spreadsheets, hundreds of names listed as active placements, complete with foster parent IDs, agency affiliations, and monthly care stipends. As agents began cross-referencing Langley's digital records with state databases and physical files, the truth emerged. Dozens of children listed as being in active care simply did not exist. Some had never entered the system. Others had aged out years ago or had tragically died. Yet these ghost placements were still generating payments, monthly disbursements routed through private foster care agencies contracted by the state. Several of these agencies had little to no office presence, and one address led to a UPS mailbox. Auditors estimate that over $9.6 million in state and federal funds were funneled through these placements over 6 years. Many of the so-called foster homes were fictitious or unlicensed. Others were overcrowded, under-inspected, or run by individuals with prior criminal records. Missouri, like many states, relies on a patchwork of private agencies to help manage foster care placements due to understaffing and high caseloads. Each agency is reimbursed based on the number of children placed, their special needs status, and the duration of care. While intended to provide flexibility and speed, this decentralized system created a dangerous lack of oversight. Internal audits had been sporadic. Site inspections were rare. Caseworkers like Langley could submit documentation through an outdated online portal with minimal verification. Supervisors, facing burnout and understaffing, often rubber-stamped reports. Worse, state records showed that whistleblower concerns raised as early as 2021 about missing children and duplicate files were dismissed as clerical errors or data sync issues. Perhaps the most haunting aspect of the case wasn't the financial theft, it was the children who did exist. As the investigation widened, agents found real children who had been moved repeatedly, misidentified, or listed as runaways when they were never missing at all. One 15-year-old girl, documented as living in a licensed St. Louis foster home, had in fact been in a juvenile detention facility the entire time, her monthly care stipend still going to a non-existent address. The paper trail had become a weapon, used not only to fabricate children, but to erase the real ones when their care became inconvenient or costly. By mid-2025, Langley had agreed to cooperate with federal prosecutors. Her testimony implicated 2 foster agency executives, a state contractor who helped clean irregular files, and a former DSS supervisor who allegedly received kickbacks for approving forged placement audits. Several indictments followed, including charges of wire fraud, Medicaid fraud, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice. The Missouri legislature launched emergency hearings into the Department of Social Services. Federal audits have since been ordered in 5 additional states using similar public-private foster care partnerships. Meanwhile, Hundreds of families across Missouri are demanding reviews of their cases, asking the same chilling question: where did our children go, and who was supposed to be watching them? The case known as Ghost Children has become a rallying cry for reform in foster care systems across the country. It's a sobering reminder that when oversight is weak and accountability scarce, the very systems meant to protect society's most vulnerable can become mechanisms of harm. This is the missing hour.